This nigga got me in the studio. Yeah, like this fuck. Hustle. And they gotta get past the radio guy. The fucking promo guy. I'm just the promo guy. You dig? I'm finna let that shit go though. Check it out. I walk light, but I talk heavy. Class like it's all Chevy. Only talk to bosses. My assistant got the call ready. Told my donkey Brown City, got to get us all ready. Go a different path, make sure it's all steady. Trying to stack that towel fatty. Say the boy calm but edgy. When the bitch see me, she calling me handsome, tall, and deadly. It's amazing how all that shit work. Beat a pussy up like I'm trying to make my fist hurt. Still had the time to lay this down cause she was quick work. Then it's right back to the hustle to make this shit work. Flow a surgical, then I follow up with this stitch work. Wanna keep it rap, cause reality make that shit worse. Life is beautiful, but maintaining it make that shit hurt. I'm tightening the reins until that grip hurt. Yeah, my pedigree is impeccable. I'm a gentleman, so I try to keep it respectable. When I try to chill, they go and put me on the pedestal. Shall we making statements and none of that shit is credible. I'm a businessman, but you niggas is looking edibles. His name in the streets ain't even legible. Look. I'm incredible, that's my last name. Catch me in the fast lane, trying to play the cash game. Accurate with fast aim, toxic as your bad name. It's a long shot, but I'm telling you I got mad range. When I set my sights, consider it in the bag, man. Kinda like Kobe in his last game. Hush. They need a real one apparently. I'm the bookie man, so ain't none of you niggas scaring me. I'm talking to the guy, but can't none of you niggas swear to me. Big dog status, but you never see me on the leash. Shit, got the game in the choker. Probably throw some change at your game when I choke her. She a master kiss, so she like it when I control her. And I got a leash, she can't even keep up composure. Thanks for tuning in to Shop Talk. Never be the key from doing block talk. Shop Talk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down. This is your boy Tony Media MONIX. This is Media MONIX Mondays. Feel me? I'm a little late today. I had issues, people. Issues. I got my AC put in today. And if you know anything about my journey, you know that I am not healthy enough as of yet to be carrying stuff like air conditioners up the stairs. So I had to wait on that. Got help for that. Then it almost fell out the window. Yada, 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 yada. Kind of pissed me off. But we got it together, and now I don't have to burn up inside of my apartment, you know? Because it's hot, and I'm old. And D. Smith is old, and I hope he has AC in his apartment. I'm pretty sure he does. And if he didn't, he's tougher than me, so whatever. He can stand the heat. Anyway, man, I'm gonna get y'all to a couple more songs. We're gonna come back because I got some shit to talk about. I guess I could tease it a little bit. Wait a minute, hold on. If my phone work. It's a couple of things. One of them old though, but I still want to talk about it. Where we at? There we go. It's okay. I'm gonna start doing this thing called kill the topic. And when I say kill the topic, I mean I'm gonna break that shit down so it can always and forever be broke. Sometimes it'll take a soliloquy, sometimes it'll take a few statements. The goal is to leave it in a state where you can only argue it with your emotions. I feel as though that's all you're gonna be able to say. That's the goal. I might not reach it every time. And I dare somebody stump me so I can go harder. I'd appreciate it, actually.
It's the goal.
You know what I'm saying? That's the goal. I'm challenging myself. So here's one. We all heard of it. And then some of these topics going to be shit we already heard of. We probably tired of the topic, but I'm just going to kill it so you can always reference this moment.
Mm-hmm.
This first one I'm going to deal with is, you'll see when the fuck I get back. Anyway, Shop Talk 7. We up top and we get down. We'll be right back. You know, I've been wanting to do that for like 8 years.
Do me a favor, don't play that.
This?
You can let it run, but
I'm working on mine. It's almost done.
Yeah, because I really don't like this one. I want to replace it. I don't like it though.
All right. Well, mine will be done in the morning, so I'm gonna get that shit put in there.
Okay.
You want another one? You got pictures and stuff? I can get it done for you.
I mean, same old bitches. Maybe you notice they just.
I figure it out. I get it done for you.
Okay.
Yeah. How you been, man? Been good?
Yeah, I've been straight, man. Just nursing this leg.
How's it coming along?
It's straight. I'm getting more range. I got more range in it now. You know, I can be.
Let me be the lover, the one you call. Let me be the one you search for. Oh, let me give you everything that you need. Promise, baby, I will be indeed. Everything you want, everything you dream. Everything those other girls couldn't be. Don't you ever leave, don't you ever leave. Pray that you'll stay with me. Yeah. You don't know what I'll do for you. Oh, my loving is true. Open up your heart, baby, open up. You won't have to worry about trust. I'll place your heart inside of mine. Promise, baby, you gotta be mine. Everything you are, I swear I love. Everything you do, even your touch. I won't ever leave, I won't ever leave. All you gotta do is believe in me. You don't know what I would do for you. Oh, my loving is true. Let me be the one, let me be the one. I promise, baby, let me be the one. Let me be the one, let me be the one. I'll be everything, let me be the one. Let me be the one, let me be the one. I promise, baby, let me be the one. Let me be the one, let me be the one. Let me be the one, let me be the one. You ask for you. Ooh. You let me be you. Cause I want to say you. Ooh, you. I need you, baby. I want you, baby.
I tell you, you serious. See how serious they gonna take it.
level, look no further than Ms. Mina Media.
All I know, you might not
With
even
Ms.
worth the
Mina
goddamn
Media,
200.
you get the exposure you deserve on top of platforms like My Radio Chicago.
I mean, I don't think you got the. I don't know.
My whole goal is to. My whole thing is.
And more.
I believe, like just using Katie for an example.
Set up your consultation now by calling 773-886-7756.
But I guess I'm
Got
hoping.
New music to share? Email us at MsMinaMedia@gmail.com. Tap in now with the Ms. Mina Media team, and let's take your brand to new heights. Ms. Mina Media. Elevating your brand, amplifying your voice.
You are tuned in to SDR Network, My Radio Chicago, home of divine purpose. Well, you already know it's more than radio.
But one of those keys is actually popping out.
We ain't popped out together. I think we broke it outside a little bit. I
know I ain't been on it.
They say a man ain't supposed to cry, baby. They say a man ain't supposed to cry. That's what they told me. They say a man ain't supposed to cry. Yeah.
It's Ace Ron, best believe I'm from the rack. You can tell by how I walk, how I act. Under these jeans, best believe it's a strap. Send me with the switch or the middle. Shorties with the 30s, my whole hood is a war zone. But they got a crib, they bought a whip to propose on. Slide, hawking down, chase you up the stairs and they walking down. I done seen it all, I've been through it, I ain't green at all. Besides about me, bet they tell you I mean a dog out the beam and all. Sideways drilling, I keep them all. This for any of y'all feel the need to be involved. This will separate me from the I'm the wrong man. Half you talking, y'all ain't seen beef. Catch a flight, I'm on Greenlee.
Doing that on the daily, I'm feeling kind of wavy. The people say I'm crazy, but I ain't spazzing it. Cause if you come from where I come from, anything can make you go down low. Feeling kind of wavy. My
hood iconic, suggest you think before you tour around. Sit here and count the crazy, politicking day. Self-governed like I dare you try to change it. Know how to move in these streets, no matter who you see with me. Got the tools, got the Hixie, Cuddy, bang, keep the blicky. Did the dudes in these streets run around, time to eat. Touchdown in the shot, hit the homie Ace Ron. Smash out and hit the block. Yeah. Different kind of 9 to 5. Catch a flight. I'm on King Drive.
Feeling that on the daily, I'm feeling kind of wavy. The people say I'm crazy, but I ain't spazzing it. Feeling kind of wavy. Feeling kind of.
Yeah. This is temporary. Shoptalk 7 in the building. We up top, we get down. It's your boy Tony Media MONIX. I don't know which mic this is. Hold on. Yo, okay. This mic 1, got it.
He figured it out.
I figured it out. No sound check. You know what I'm saying? But look, we're gonna get right into it because I started late as hell. We ate on the dot. Simple shit. I'm finna kill it. We're gonna kill it. I think D Smith is gonna help me kill it.
Let's get it.
Can a man be with one person their whole life? This question is way too broad, first of all.
Okay.
What does the whole life start?
So how do you want?
Because I've been with several women now already. So if I get a wife tomorrow and I never cheat on her, does that mean I was with one woman my whole life?
So how do you want to fine tune this? How you want to?
I'd like to look at it at least 2 ways.
Okay.
From the idea of whole life means from the time you meet your wife. Or whole life meaning your whole life. Like one woman, your whole life. You get married at 20 and that's it. Can it happen? Sure. Now imagine it has. I just think it's not likely. I just think it's not likely because maybe I'm admitting my own faults here. I guess it's just in this day, especially in this day and age, this is the age I know for real. Or I don't know the 60s. I heard about it. I heard what they said, and some of that be capped, as you find out later at the funeral when 17 of granddaddy kids come out.
Right.
Since I've been alive, it seems impossible. We're exposed too much. As a society, we're too horny.
You said that before. You said that a few times. We had a few conversations along this line. You said that before about we're too exposed to, we know too much.
Yeah.
We know too much. We've had all our fantasies tantalized, tempted. You know, there are doorways and gateways to all kinds of shit that we were never thinking about that are now possibilities. So
now it's like, is old girl gonna cut it? For I'm 43. So let's say I live another 40 years.
So does that mean that at this particular time in history, people are too damaged to accomplish that feat? Because you stop and think about it, when you think about that dynamic of a relationship, you're thinking old school, you're thinking grandma and granddaddy got together 15, 16, got married at 19, 20, some shit like that. Had 10 kids, raised them all. Now they're the elders, you got the uncles, you want the nephews and nieces, you know. So now you want to replicate that. But in this day and age, compared to what grandma and granddaddy had to deal with trying to be together, there's no comparison. Your granddad and shit, and it was hard then. It was hard for granddad to just deal with one woman. Not to say that it didn't happen, but pussy was out there just like it was out now. Dick was out there like it was out now. You know, and anytime people needed to escape throughout history, sex has always been a great window for that escape. You know, so
and I gotta say shout out Mika Wright, because I got the topic from her page.
Okay, shout out to Mika Wright.
Mika Wright, she gonna slide on us soon too. But it's just so many variables, and we're so exposed, and we don't really even have a culture that. I'm not speaking for any certain individuals in particular, but just overall, it don't look like we have a culture that supports. Don't put it nowhere but in your wife. That's not my culture. It's that I grew up in. I grew up in go get the girls. I was raised by players. They told me to go get the girls. The women in my family told me to go get the girls. It's like, how do you undo the 18 years of indoctrination? Well, you can undo it, but
at one point you have to take responsibility.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be raised around a lot of things, a lot of influences, but if those influences don't work for your life, you have a choice to make.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You just up to you to change it.
You gotta look at your life and say, is this working?
Yeah. Maybe I was raised this way.
Maybe I should take this out.
Yeah.
It might be some bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah, I know I was raised this way. It looked like it worked then, but shit, now that I'm grown trying to apply it, that shit don't work for this time, this day and age.
And you got to be able to adjust.
You got to adjust. So you have to adapt. You have to update that.
It's like really like rule of thumb for me is, and I'm not going to lie, people know I'm stubborn. I don't always follow this rule, but I tried my best. If you can't manage it well, leave it alone or reapproach. Like simple as that. If you're doing it as managing well, like shit, do your thing. I don't manage these things well. Like I'm not a good cheater.
It's a lot to manage.
But like, so you could say, like, I know I won't cheat. I know that. I know I ain't gonna do it. But I feel like I have like blown up a relationship, so I could go just do something else to get some ass elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see it that way at the time. But in hindsight, I realized I blew that shit up just to.
So how did you see it? How did you think you saw it at the time? Or looking back hindsight, how did you see it at the time?
She pissed me off, and I like didn't like how she was coming, and I used that as a reason to go.
So you found an excuse.
Yeah. And the literal thought wasn't let me do this so I could get more pussy, but that's still what it turned out to be.
Yeah,
be.
You found a way to justify.
And so now I can say I didn't cheat on her, but shit, I went right to another one. So I feel like there's no difference. Like if you leave me, baby, and we get married, I definitely ain't gonna be with just one woman for the rest of my life now. You have caused me, what the Bible says, if you divorce your wife, you put away your wife, you have caused her to sin. Shit, I don't know if it's literal like that, but shit, you do the same thing to me, baby. You left me. What I'm supposed to do? And I gotta go put my dick in somebody else at some point. And now, don't Lord forbid we got kids. Cause now, old girl gonna help me with the kids. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but at the same time, at the end of the day, still your decision.
I'm gonna put my shit somewhere else if she leaves me.
Yeah.
We all are. Most of us, at least.
That's true.
Cheating. I ain't gonna do that. I haven't done this since I was 24. Did I lie?
24.
I had a situation once. I feel like I might have told you this. If anybody hears this now or later, just help me out. I was with a woman. We had a situation. She got physical with me. So I'm out. That's red flag. That's one of my red flags. I'm out of there. Flag. And she wouldn't let me leave, so she sat in front of the car. I had to really physically move her. Because it was a tight spot. So I couldn't just go around.
And she crowded space.
Yeah. And so, and I ain't gonna French, I was mad too, because she was, but wasn't bad.
Crazy bitch.
She was crazy. And she's happily married now, by the way. Shout out to you. So I knew it was over. I didn't talk to her though. The next day, somebody called me like, yo, what you on? I'm in town. Here's the room. Hotel in the room number. So I went and did that. Then I called her on Monday and told her, yo, it's a rap sheet, blah, blah, blah. So did I cheat?
Technically, yes, and technically, no. Technically, yes, because you were still in a relationship. Technically, no, because you had mentally and already checked out the relationship.
She never felt the repercussions of that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I didn't take that dick and bring it back to her.
You had already checked out.
Yeah.
You was already gone. Like you had already made a decision that I'm done with this. I'm moving on.
So now when I say I haven't cheated since I was 24, am I full of shit?
Just say on the side of caution.
I'm just not gonna mention the last time I cheated.
Because you get to a conversation, that's what they gonna break it down to. Like, well, so you did cheat. Like, man, look, okay, listen. All right, fine. If that's what you want to say, yeah. So yeah, just there on the side of caution. But yeah, there are moments, there are spaces where shit when I've been in that situation where I've made a decision like, you know what? This is dead. This is dead. Like nigga, I'm out of this. I'm out of it, I'm done. So I get that.
In hindsight, was it dead?
Yes.
Just hear me out.
Okay.
Maybe think about this for maybe another situation that was dead. But I think that was me just trying to set it up so I can get the answer I want. I think that was it. That's what I was doing right there. But I'm still accountability, but I'm gonna go through with it. In hindsight, was it dead? Was y'all not willing to work? Work being defined as being forgiving, being considerate, working really hard at communication culture.
Okay. I'm going to give you 1, 2, 3. I'll give you 4 scenarios.
Copy.
The first one, it was dead. I think we could have did some work earlier, but I think time just went on too long. The second one, I think we could have worked that out at the time. But I just wasn't where I needed to be for that. And then the next 2, yeah, it was dead. It ran its course. It was over with. So once you make your mind up, actually see the writing on the wall instead of trying to say, well, maybe, nah, fuck that.
think so. I had a relationship when I was in the hospital, but I feel like I can't count that.
Why do you feel like you can't count that relationship?
Nothing manifested from it at all. We locked in a week before. We locked in while I was in the hospital.
Okay.
So we never got to hit our groove, and when I got out of the hospital, things didn't go well. I'm not well. I needed, and I wasn't getting it. And I'm just finding out something I felt like I knew already, which was she was not well at that time.
You say not well. She had health issues too, or she was mental?
Yes, health.
Okay.
Health issues caused a mental issue. If I'd have known that, I would have fixed it.
So she was going through some shit too.
If I'd have known that, I would have figured out how to get both of us right. But at the time, I'm just trying to save my life here.
And so is it safe to say that in that situation, you both kind of fulfilled the need?
She fulfilled the need.
You don't think you fulfilled the need?
For her, I don't think she had nothing for me.
Well, the fact that she was going through something.
I mean, she got some money from me, but because I was, she was doing stuff for me. So I laced her pockets a little bit, but
again, maybe I'm not just financially or
that's all I get. That's all I did for her. Legit.
Okay. Well, for her, maybe being needed.
Maybe
the feeling of being needed, maybe the responsibility of I got a man, I'm there to support him through this hard time in his life.
On paper, it was definitely a good look for her.
So there could be some, and again,
especially if she'd have got me through it. Like imagine if we'd have figured it out, and I'm here now.
Right.
It would have been like yeah, type shit.
You'd have been able to.
So maybe she was looking forward to that, but me and her cool now. We pieced it up, man. Shout out to her.
Well,
shout out to her, and I hope she's well. She's better now, and
definitely shout out to her.
And she could call me if she needed me for sure.
But I feel like people sometimes, we all come into each other's lives for certain reasons. We don't always understand
reasons and seasons type.
Yep, we don't always understand.
I'm just not being able to accept that.
Mm-hmm. You might just be the stepping stone. You might just be the setback. You might be the knock upside the head. You might be the one that opens her eyes to something new. You might be the one. When you meet people and you let them in your life, they let you in their life, that's the risk you take. Hopefully you get better from it. Hopefully you learn something from it. Hopefully it moves you closer to being the person you need to be.
Type shit. Yeah, and I'll be looking back at my relationships because I'm trying to assess. That's why I rarely point fingers. At least I think I rarely point fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I rarely intend to. I'll try to look back at it. But I could have did better.
Hindsight's 2022.
Yeah, even my son's mom. Yeah, I'll never go back there. But I thought about what I could have did better. Where I wish I would have saw where she was weak at, so I could have helped bridge that for her. I didn't have those skills at the time, or the patience.
Mm-hmm.
I just was hurt by things, and I always get extra upset when women get aggressive with me because I'm supposed to protect you and you're aggressive with me.
That don't make me want to protect you too much.
Like that bothers me. I love you. I'm supposed to be ready to die for you, and look what you're doing to me.
Right. You're making me more aggressive to you.
That's how hard I take that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm supposed to die for you and you don't respect me, that do something to me.
Well, it should, because that's a risk.
I can do something. Maybe
that's a fucking risk.
Maybe some people probably it don't hurt them like that, but boy, it hurt me.
That's a risk, man.
But yeah, can a man be with one woman for the rest of his life?
I think.
Who really knows ultimately? But if I had to put money on it,
I think yes.
He can. But is he?
I think yes. If a man makes a decision, he's found a woman that suits his needs, suits his lifestyle, and is worth making that decision on. Absolutely.
If he finds that,
he finds it a good thing.
If he finds that.
And
most women are capable of this, but a lot of people are in their own way.
Well, I would like to believe that we're all capable.
We're all capable. Yeah.
It's a matter of being shown what we really look like. We go into these relationships with a preconceived notion of who we are and what we look like to the world and what we have the right to expect and, demand and what we need, but we don't always come in with a servant's heart. So you come in basically with a report card, taking notes, as opposed to coming in to serve. So because of how we've kind of evolved as human beings in the country that we're in and the times, people are greedy, people are selfish, people are lacking certain things at developmental stages of their life, like how to sacrifice.
Yeah,
how to work with others.
It's like
all kinds of shit.
Sometimes it seems like in our current state, for a lot of us in our current state, we're not good enough humans to be trying to be conjoined to somebody forever.
Absolutely.
Like we're not that type of human.
Absolutely.
It's like you, as a man, I've heard men say that they want all of these things from women. What are you giving her, man? Like, not for real. Like, what are you giving? What are you giving Shorty? Like,
what are you giving her?
Are you making sure? Because women will give you a lot for little.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give you a lot for little.
They will.
And we'll get so comfortable. And you won't even prioritize enough to put your fucking game down. You ain't got no job, but you'll live off her and you got the nerve to get mad at her and not work hard to make it worth her taking care of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, nigga. If you live with her, bust them suds. Bust those motherfucking suds.
You ain't giving her shit to respect.
And that's how I feel about the women on the other side.
You're not giving her nothing to look up to.
You want me to devote my life to you for fucking what?
You know what?
For some pussy. I had this conversation not too long ago. I'm like, you ain't had this pussy. I won't have it because I'm not on that with you. That's what I said in my head. But two,
like, what if you offered though? But if you offered, what if you offered?
But two is like, how you so sure that your pussy that good? And by pussy, when I think pussy, I'm thinking the whole vibe with intercourse in between there somewhere. I wonder, are they really thinking that their physical crotch is the thing that'll keep? Because there's a lot of coochie out here.
What makes you worth my dick?
Well, alone, my time.
Can we start there? When I say dick, I do include time. That's what I mean by that. I don't just mean the physical attribute. I mean everything that comes along with that: time, space, consideration. If we go out on the first date and some crazy shit happen, I'm expected to protect you. It's the first date, let alone if we actually get into a relationship where I value you for real.
The crazy thing is,
there we go.
To that question, if somebody has an answer for it, you're full of shit. You don't really know.
What's the question?
The question you just asked. What makes you worth my dick? Like if they actually have an answer, because they don't even know. They don't even know what it's gonna be like. They don't know what they're gonna be like in a space with you yet.
But there's an answer for that. There's an answer for that.
What kind of answer could there be?
That's up to the person who asked the question.
I mean, they can tell you an answer.
I mean, but again, it depends.
You gotta show me the answer.
If you ask that question, I would have to understand that you have a certain answer in mind that would suffice. So that question can be answered.
I don't have an answer to that question.
Okay, but what I'm saying.
That's something to think about.
So that's two-parter. One, maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't. That's separate. Two, the woman or the person responding to that, how they respond to that question is another part of it. Why you're asking and how they respond to it. Because if all you got of value is your pussy, your coochie, and you telling me what your coochie gonna make me do, and it's like, really? Your coochie gonna make me do that? Okay, well, how you gonna get me to the place where I want to get my dick inside your coochie? Let's start there. How does this play out in your mind where you see me, coming to you to get your coochie and you giving it up? Like,
you know what? I do have an answer.
I know you do.
Food.
Okay, well,
Food means something. When a woman will, this don't mean as much as it used to, but when a woman, I feel like if she'll take the time to prepare me a meal, wrap it up in a nice glass, especially if we put it in one of them glass Tupperware joints.
Plastic joints
with the actual top still on it.
Yeah, with the glass joint with the plastic top. Yes, sir.
You might be working on some dick here, honey.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know, you
can't even lie. You say the way to a man's heart is to his stomach. They're not fucking lying. Food is a love language, and the reason that is because it's primal. It's primal as shit. Like you prepare a dish for me. You took the time to cook this motherfucker. You sat there and was over the stove and timed it out and put it together and put it in you chose the bowl, you chose all that. Like, come on. And it's good. I'm coming back. I'll be back. We'll talk some more. When I come back.
Negotiations can continue.
You know, but if you stop and think about it, that was the game back in the day. Shit, come get something to eat. I'll cook you a little something. You know, you sit down. While you eating, we talking.
I ain't gonna lie.
While you eating, we chopping it up.
Bro, if you offer me some, I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna give y'all the specific code.
Chicken,
I'm gonna give y'all the specific code.
Some
you make me
rice.
any meal with some meat, and they got some black eyed peas or pinto beans and some cornbread today, and some rice.
I'm gonna give you a cheat code.
We just got married. I ain't gonna lie to
you. If you make me some fresh vegetables, like fresh vegetables, I ain't talking about like stewed or baked or nothing. I'm talking about like some fresh vegetables. Like you make some vegetables, you put some vegetables on my plate, like some steamed broccoli or some shit like that.
She get it that night.
Yeah. I'll take a bite and I have to put the plate to the side. You grab that other plate, hubba. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Type shit. Yeah, I mean, not for real. So I do got an answer. I ain't gonna say it again though. I ain't gonna let them know. There's an answer.
There is an answer. Every man that decides to ask that question, you already have an answer that will suffice in your head, even if it ain't the one that you already got. Even if it ain't the answer that you already think in your head, she can give something completely different that would actually suffice. Because if the woman asks me that question, well, what what makes you worth it? You just got to spend the time and see. And at a certain point, we'll reevaluate this question again, and I will ask you. And then you can make that decision. And at that point in time, we'll move in whatever direction we got to move in. But shit, you're going to have to invest the time to see. I'm not going to sit up here and play this, oh, well, shit, I'm this, I'm that. You going to get this, you going to get that. I'm going to dick you down morning, noon, and night. I'm going to I'm not going to do all that shit. You just spend the time and see. If you're willing to invest the time, we can go from there. Short answer. All this other shit is a bunch of performance. Because the truth is, I don't know none of that shit is true yet. I'm still going to have to go through the motions and figure it out. So you can tell me a laundry list of all this shit that makes you worth it and not be none of that shit. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, spend the time, find it out for yourself.
It seems like a lot of people, have you ever run into people that don't want to take their time? They want you to give them the right answer right now? Yeah. Because they need to feel like that right now.
Yep. That's entitlement. And I know about that.
It's like
you have the right to table a conversation. You have the right to table a topic. If you want to think about it, if you need to think about it, you got the right to do that. When you do, make sure you come back though. Like, don't use it as a way to run away from the shit. But you do have the right to pause. And when people are trying to press you, like, no, right now. Okay, you putting me under duress now. So now when I respond to you, it's going to be out of stress. It's going to be out of a negative space. And then you're going to hold me to that shit and act like you didn't pressure me to give you that.
I hate when I'm going to call it the big wrong. When the remarkable wrong happens, they act like, when people act like, what's the word I'm looking at? The microaggressions don't exist.
Yeah.
Nick your leg a little bit. That shit hurt.
Mm-hmm. But you can overlook a microaggression and act like it never happened. See, that's that's the weird shit about that. Like, so you can play stupid with it. And now you done me looking crazy.
But I ain't cheat though.
All I did was have a conversation. That's cheating now.
Nah, but I'm saying she might have gave you a hard time for a fucking year, then you cheated, and then when you bring up, yo, you gave me this hard time, but I ain't cheat. All right.
Yeah. So, but you knew you've been like poking at me the whole time.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I cheated when I was 24. When I cheated, I was ready. I was willing to lose all that shit. I'm like, so that's why when she found out, I told her everything immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's lay this shit on the table. Let the chips fall where they may.
Because I'm not having this conversation again.
It is what it is.
when you hit that wall, like, man, fuck this. It's so relieving. It feels so good to be able to just tell the truth.
Yeah.
And just say that shit. Like, man, look, this is what it is. Black or white, up or down, however you respond, this is what it is.
My problem was that I looked relieved as I was confessing.
You said that shit. Oh, feel better.
Blood, I looked relieved.
A little
like,
better.
that was not a good look.
Nigga, we're still arguing.
People didn't like that.
No, I'm checked out already, so shit, I'm good. I'm already trying to be happy already. You still here soaking.
All right, man. Shout out to the chat, man.
What up, chat?
It's on my page. Tracy Janelle. Shout out Tracy Janelle. I was talking to her last night, man. I like Tracy, man. She's a good talent.
Okay, shout out Tracy.
Marley Caprice. What up, Marley Caprice?
What up, shop cuz?
Like the car your mama made you in. What she be saying? Marley Caprice, turn up queen.
Car you got made in.
Marley like Bob Marley, and Caprice like the car you got made in. Tracy Janelle says, this is why unhealed people shouldn't go searching for love. Work on yourself first, then go searching for the type of love you can reciprocate. That's true. But I don't think I've ever, Steve Day, peace, God, what's going on, my boy? Sharice says hello to you.
Sloan.
Not me for some reason, but
what up, Sloan?
I forget you too, Sharice.
It's the shirt.
That's the shirt, probably. That's likely what it is. My shirt's not cool enough.
No, it's not.
Dad mode. I look like a dad right now. Y'all should see my outfit.
You like you just came from.
I'm gonna show my outfit.
You like you just came from the game. He just came out the stands. He just came out the stands and came straight to the show.
You know what I'm saying? Got the little crack joints on, That's how I'm coming right now. You know what I mean? That's how I'm coming. Mika Wright. I was just talking about Mika Wright, man. Shout out Mika Wright. Hey, Mika, I stole your topic, low-key, but I want you to come on the show so we can give it a deeper dive. But Tracy Janelle, she says, this is why unhealed people shouldn't go searching for love. Work on yourself first, then go searching for the type of love you can reciprocate. My problem with that statement, no problem with that statement.
I agree with that.
No problem with that statement. It's just when you know how my brain work, I start digging into the nuance. Mm-hmm. This is where people start calling me technical. But
Techie T in the building.
Techie T in the building. Alongside DGD type shit. But DGD. So I don't remember, it's not very often that I run into a person and look at them and say, oh, she's healed. She is Omarion unbothered. Like I don't run into that.
Finally, I ran into a healed woman.
Rarely is that the case. Like, so who's healing and what does that look like?
I agree with her comment.
I do.
I really do agree with her comment. I agree with what you're saying too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a healed person when they give you the space to be who you are. When you see that they are conscious of how they move. They're not just autonomous. Like a lot of people just move and don't give a shit. Versus people who actually are deliberate with how they move. Mm-hmm. If they do something, or if they hurt somebody or they may offend somebody, they actually will go to address it. If somebody offends them, they'll try to address it. They think before they speak. They consider, they'll come back and apologize or some shit. Like people who actually consider themselves, they're self-aware.
It's like this. I mean, if you're triggered, you're not healed. Not throwing shade at you, because being triggered is some shit to deal with. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm triggered right now. Shout out to the chat, Netters, Barnett. She say, howdy do, Teddy Bear, get this D.
What up, Bar?
I've grown up so much, man. I say get this D with no problem now.
Good. Look at that. Listen.
Now, it did give me some coochie one day, right? It did give me some coochie one day. I was like, my homeboy, get this D. She said, you got it? I'm like, yeah, I got it.
I mean,
I do have it. Shit, I got it, baby.
I should have that shit.
No, but Tracy Janelle said it's a carry. I don't know what you mean by that, but her next statement was, you shine different. She's talking about when you're healed.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
It's
Your spirit is different.
I've been around a woman that just felt amazing. I didn't look at her as like, oh, look at her, she's so healed. But it was probably one of the better experiences I've had spiritually. You know what I'm saying? But so many people I run into, you say something that reminds them of somebody. One girl, I was talking to one lady, my medicine make me shake a little bit, not as much as it used to, but she knew the deal. But somehow I reminded her of her ex-husband who used to do coke.
She told you that?
Yeah, but this was later.
Okay.
Well, she stopped talking to me because of that. But then she reached back out and told me that was why. She hasn't healed from that. That still fucks with her.
Did you give her another chance?
For a night.
Okay.
For a night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice. It was a good night. It was a good night. But okay, Tracy Janelle said, what's on the inside is shown out on the outside. When you are healed, you just move different. You respond differently. You don't give a lot of triggered responses. You take accountability. So ain't no woman healed on earth there. If take accountability is part of it, it's only 5 of you motherfuckers.
So I'm gonna push back on your comment about
you take accountability for your actions. That's what I mean when I say it's a carry. It's the way you carry yourself. Okay.
I'm push back on your comment where you say that if you're healed, you don't get triggered. I think as a human, there are different levels of being triggered.
I think she said it better than me. She said you don't give a lot of triggered responses when you're healed.
Which is very true.
So you get to, because you got to reserve the right to be able to get triggered. But I'm sorry, finish up.
No, but connecting it to her point, that's when self-awareness kicks in. You're aware of your triggers and you're aware that you are triggered. You know what I'm saying? But you respond differently.
Yeah.
So whereas before
you own the trigger and then
before you get triggered and you react to the trigger, then you get to a place where you get triggered, but then you pause for a second, but you say, okay, well, fuck it, man, I'm gonna say it. And then you react to the trigger. But then you get to a place where you get triggered and you recognize that that's a trigger and you start to understand why or ask why. Why does that bother me? What is it about that fucking pisses me off? What is it about niggas that sag their pants that bugs the shit out of me, that it just irritates me? And then you have to go into yourself and start asking and figuring out those questions. Now that trigger dulls a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So over time, when you see it, you don't longer get affected by it like you used to. So at first it's something you want to react to. Over time, it becomes something you acknowledge and move on from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you still get triggered. It's just about how you respond to it.
Yeah.
And everybody has their own method. You got to find your own way of dealing with that.
I know I've done real good at not vocally responding. I've done real good at vocally responding to triggers properly.
And verbally responding to triggers?
Yeah, I've done pretty good at it.
Okay.
I failed sometimes, but I got way more wins, I feel like. But boy, does my body language tell a story.
So did you really win? Because if your body language fails, then it cancels out your communication.
Yeah, but before I realized the body language thing, to me they were wins. Before I realized the body language thing, and then I was like, oh,
yeah.
Because people were telling me why you. But I can't recall all of the times, but like lately, people were like, what's wrong with your face? Like, why are you twitching your face? What's going on? Then those switches wasn't the medicine. It was like, what the fuck is you talking about? You shitting me? And I'm triggered about more things lately. Because like I think the labor of my journey has been getting to me. I've been more snappy lately. I've cussed people out. Some I've been wanting to cuss out. Some just had it coming. And I don't usually do that.
You sound like an old man. That's how like you getting into a place where, you know, because that sounds like something an old man would say. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying that in a growth way. Like you get to a place where you look back over your life, you're like, nigga, I've been through this, I've been through that. You know, it was times when I had to bite my tongue. You know, I had to bite my tongue. It was either me bite my tongue or me lose my job or my position or money or relationship, whatever the fuck it is. Then I had times when, nigga, I should have said what the fuck was on my mind. I could have said it, but I didn't. You know, I dealt with shit longer than I needed to. I kept people around longer than I needed to. You know, I forgave shit that I shouldn't have forgave. I gave people opportunities that I probably shouldn't have gave opportunities to, or people who ain't look back. You know what I'm saying? So you start analyzing certain shit and it makes you grumpy. It does make you a little bitter, you know? So at a certain point in time, sometimes like, man, you know what? Fuck being nice. Fuck this nice shit. I've been nice my whole life. What has it got me? You know, so I get that. I understand that.
Yeah, I was in a position in here recently where, you know, somebody was just talking crazy, and in my brain, I wasn't trying to ascertain if they was joking or not. I just went.
You was triggered.
I just went.
You was triggered.
Yeah. And,
so you was triggered and you reacted.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just went in. Like, it was a woman too, and I'm usually careful how I talk to the ladies in terms of aggression, you know.
Right, but you probably, again, you probably felt like, hey, wait a minute, hold on. What you trying to say? Like, hold on, what?
Like, and why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Like, she you know how some people see you for 12 seconds and think they can sum you up?
Yeah. Yeah. That never works out.
And
that never works out.
You know, like, and that bothers me every time. Like, also, you the type, bitch, you don't know me whatsoever. And then me and the young lady pieced it up, and she's amazing, actually. But you know, but also I had to take accountability because I be talking loud. I just be having fun, but I understand now that not everybody's gonna take it that way. Some of the shit I be saying, people be looking at me like, you are fucking disgusting. And I'm starting to understand that now and accept it, so I can deal with it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, actually, but I'm home here, nigga. I be just, you know, saying it's my crib.
And when you talk and diagnose yourself, it makes it easier for people to make statements like, "Oh, you the type." But you're the, you know, you telling us yourself.
Tracy Janelle talking about he's MONIX and it's all good. Ron is Ron and MONIX is MONIX, and I see. Triggers. Here goes. Triggers. No genders. If it's something that you are hurt and bitter about, it's something that you're hurting about. Yeah. If you hurt, you hurt. Shit, you got to deal with it. No, for real. Like, and I'm understanding. And I never assigned a gender to triggers, but well, I guess back in the day we would tell you acting like a girl, you acting like a female.
Yeah, like a faggot.
We would do that type shit. But motherfuckers be triggered, man. I'm triggered as fuck right now. I'm triggered as fuck. I hate when people, man, somebody disagreed with me the other day and I got mad. Like, well, they get to disagree. I didn't like how they disagreed.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't gotta say it like that.
But you were still triggered.
As fuck. I didn't act triggered. But I welled up inside.
Did your body language say something?
I don't think they thought so.
Yeah.
You know, I think I kept my posture pretty good.
I think we've done ourselves a disservice.
Black Cool Club in the building. Skoday, what's happening? Super Skoday.
Shout out to Fly Cool. Shout out to Stilo, man.
Fly Cool Society.
I think we've done ourselves a disservice by not allowing ourselves to call shit what it is. You know,
and that's what I've been on. To sum my shit up, like, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck this is. I ain't waiting either.
Yeah,
we'll do it right here.
If you trigger, it's okay for you to acknowledge that you trigger. You ain't gotta say it out loud, well, to yourself. Acknowledge that you triggered, but go further than that and ask why. What is it about whatever the fuck it is that's making you jump outside of your body or making you respond physically through body language or making you whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a you thing. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody else knows what's the process that's going on in you. I could be saying something during this whole conversation that's triggering the fuck out you. You know, I don't know it, but you're triggered. So that may lead to a certain energy or a certain interaction that I'm unaware of. You know what I mean? And to be fair, how could I know? You ain't told me you were triggered, and we didn't have a conversation about why you triggered. So I don't know what it was I did that triggered you. I'm just walking around and me, you got this beef, or me, you got this negative energy, and you ain't said nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? So people don't, you have the right to be triggered, just acknowledge the fact that you are triggered so that you can actually handle and manage that. It's not something for you to hide or put under the rug or throw into the closet or to act like you are less of a person or less of a mature person because you are triggered. The mature person recognizes that they're triggered and deals with it. You know what I'm saying? Just deal with it.
And maturity, guys, maturity is a practice,
Absolutely.
not a feeling.
It's a process.
It's some stuff you got to do anyway.
Mm-hmm. And it ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. You know,
whatsoever.
So, yeah, be willing to take that step for yourself first, because you just can't control nobody else. I've had many inner bouts with myself, mad at people because people don't think the way I do. For me, it's simple. Why can't they just do this? Why can't they just do it this way? I would have did it this way. I would have said this. I would have did that. But that's so torturous. It's so torturous because no matter how much sense it makes to you, that don't mean that it's in somebody else's purview to do, you know, or say or be. So you have to give people grace and space to be who the hell they are in their existence. You know, and just because they don't see it the way you see it at this particular time, don't mean they can't see it. Don't mean they won't see it. It just mean that that's not on their plate right now.
Because if you can't do that, you don't really fuck with them anyway.
You know what I'm saying? So you sitting here getting triggered over shit that they do naturally. You know, you just like, nigga, relax. What the fuck is it about you that you're triggered about this thing that they do naturally? They're not doing it to hurt you. They're doing it to piss you off, but it's something that just triggers you. That means you need to go to yourself and dig that out. You know what I mean?
I mean, pretty much.
Unless it's some shit that they do that's character-based, where it's like, you know, this person be lying. You're like, this nigga be lying all damn time. That'd be triggering me. That'd be pissing me off. Well, okay, that's different. You know, that's a character call. You know, this nigga be lying or this chick be lying. Okay, yeah, that upsets you. I get it. That would trigger me too. But if it ain't no character situation like that, mature up. You know what I'm saying? Mature up and handle that within yourself first. Too many people want to be coddled with how they feel about shit. You know, and it's like, no, do you really wrestle with how you feel about shit before you ask other people to acknowledge it or to validate it?
I think most people don't.
Hell no, they don't. Because most people ain't been told that the world don't revolve around you. And the world that we're living in, you can create your own world that revolves around you. So if you don't get the attention you need, it ain't nobody else's fault. It's the fact that it ain't your fault. It's the fact that they ain't giving it to you. You know, if your friends ain't being friendly, ain't acting like friends with you, you get to blame them instead of checking yourself and saying, oh, well, shit, I didn't show up for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not calling and checking on them. You know, I ain't reaching out to them. I'm not showing up to them in their big moments. Well, shit, who am I to ask them to do that? You're not checking yourself.
That's pretty much it.
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. Whether you guys are tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, StreamYard, the Roku app.
We got all facts from Skode. Tracy Janelle says that's why the healed are some of the most blunt people you'll ever encounter.
Yes.
Ooh, let's play with that idea.
No, that's facts.
Because if that's the case, like we maybe an unhealed person look like a healed person. Maybe an unhealed person looks at a healed person as if they're unhealed because they're so blunt.
A healed person, and let me say this. I don't know if this is
I know
true
I've been blunt and unhealed.
I don't know if this is true or not. This is just my personal philosophy. So I didn't get this from nowhere. This is just me living my life and my observation of the lives around me and intaking other information. I think a healed person would tell you that they are not healed. That's what I think a healed person would say. I don't think a healed person would say, yes, I'm healed. I think a healed person would say, I'm still learning.
It's a journey.
I'm still growing. You know, I've gotten better. I used to do this, but I've gotten better. I'm not doing that necessarily no more. But I don't think a healed person, even if they really do feel that they'll heal. Like, for example, when I went through my divorce, I hated my ex-wife. I hated her. I just hated her. The thought of her, the mention of her, my family, period. It was a trigger. It was a trigger, and I would react. And I hated the way that made me feel. Because every time it just took me back to that space. Every time. And I really wanted to get control of that. So I had to acknowledge, what is it about this that really, really triggers me? And over time, I got to a place where I wasn't triggered no more. You know, I could talk to her, I could mention, people could mention her, and I wasn't mad, I wasn't triggered anymore. I would not say that I'm healed. What I would say is I've gotten to a place where, you know what I'm saying, where now I can have conversations, I can talk this way, I can deal this way. I've gotten to a place where I've learned. I wouldn't personally say that I'm healed from that. I would just say that it's things that I've learned. You know, it's like an alcoholic. An alcoholic or somebody who's in AA, you know, that's been sober for the last 30 years ain't gonna tell you, yeah, I'm not a drinker no more. They'll tell you I've been sober for 30 years and every day is a journey. Every day is a battle. It's a day by day thing. You know, I got to tell myself no every day. You know, there are times when I want to drink. There are times when I'm around places or in celebrations or events where drinking is in the environment, you know, and I'm tempted to drink. But I make the choice not to. You know what I'm saying? So again, it goes back to acknowledging your triggers and then coming up with a method to deal with them, not running from them, you know? And again, I feel like a healed person wouldn't say that they're healed. I think they'll say that they're still in process, no matter how long it is. And again, if you are somebody who is healed, considers yourself healed, this is not a statement against you. This is just my own personal philosophy, you know?
It's so like, I've said this before, but I said it a little differently. I would say that I don't think anybody heals. I don't think people heal like that. I think that they just coping, like they're figuring it out, and they're learning to manage better. You know, I said that with the mindset of what you was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't word it that way, but that's what I was trying to convey. Mm-hmm. That it's a constant journey. Yeah. If you're really healing is humility. Mm-hmm. If you could go on social media or anywhere, I'm healed. You know, y'all need to get healed. If you can, I hate that I keep imitating that like a girl. You know, yeah, here's what it is, man. But you know, if you can throw that out there, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all need to get healed. You ain't healed. That person ain't healed. You probably get healed because it sounds immature as hell because you're weaponizing their lack of healing.
And I feel like healing is a process and a journey.
So how healed are you when you got to talk like that?
Mm-hmm. And I also think a healed person is aware of the fact that them saying that they're healed can be dangerous. This is why I say a truly healed person, I don't feel like they would hang their hats on, I'm healed. They'll say I'm healing. They'll say I'm doing better, but I don't think that them saying that I'm healed, you know, is something that they would utter. But again, that's just my own personal philosophy. I personally wouldn't say that I'm healed. I would say that I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had my heart broken before. Did my heart heal? Maybe. Or did I learn to, you know, adapt? The world can hurt you. So when you go on in the world loving from here on out, you know, safeguard your heart a little bit more.
Like the first time I got cheated on that I knew of, at least, I don't know that I'm healed from that. Now, for somebody who like me probably watching this, they're gonna hear it is what it is. I don't know that I'm all the way healed from that. If that crossed my mind, the thought would fuck with me. It still hurt. Mm-hmm. Now I don't want to be with her. I know a lot of people don't think you can separate those, but that was a dark point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, me being Mr. Jump in there and I'm with you now, so you're my responsibility, and I'll die for you. I'll starve so you can eat. And then you cheat on me. Like, that's a lot.
It is.
And then I don't think a lot of guys are, maybe they really don't care. But if you ask me, mostly I think they just afraid to be vulnerable enough to say that.
On that note, shout out to the boy Mo Green, AJ Sand. Shout out to Smooth Selling with AJ Sand Squad. Yeah, I had the pleasure of sitting in on their shoulders earlier. So it's good to see him. He don't look like what he been through. MONIX, you don't like what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't like what I've been through. And one thing that sticks out in this conversation is people that have been through a whole lot of shit. People been through a whole lot of shit. And when it comes to, you know, considering the journeys of other people, you have to factor that in when you're trying to fuck with folks, when you're trying to deal with people. You know, everybody done been through something, everybody done came from something, everybody came through something. You know, so when you see them at the point that you see them, you got to understand they got a whole story behind them. Whole story that you don't know nothing about. So you got to be considerate of that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Another D. Smith and Media MONIX counseling session. Shit.
What up there? Shout out to the whole boy Score Day, man. Y'all tap in what was it? The latest one is 1985. No. That's the latest one. That's
Fly Cool Society.
Fly Cool Society. Y'all tap into Fly Cool Society, man. Download, stream that shit, man. That shit is dope as hell.
Stream his shit. Shout out to the chat. I got the chat on my end.
That's what I'm saying.
What you got going? What you got?
Shout out to Skoda. He says no one's really healed. We as people in generations been through a lot. I know I'm not healed. That's why I don't waste the time. And I agree with that. I think there's levels to it. There are some people, and again, this is individual. There are some people who've been through a lot, and they will say that they're healed. And more power to y'all. More power to y'all. But I wanted to make the analogy of me, you, and Mo Green going through hard situations, right? I have the scar. You know, I can do push-ups now. I can lift things now. You know, my body feels strong now.
You look like you've been doing push-ups.
I've been doing.
Like you've been doing
I've been that motherfucker.
I'm over here looking like a goddamn soup sandwich. I'm gonna get it together. Don't you fucking worry.
Yeah, I would give up push-ups and shit, my dumbbells in, man. But at one point in time, I wasn't able to do that, and I remember feeling like, damn, like my body really is not responding. It's not responding. I'm used to doing push-ups. I'm used to knocking out 50%. Was it like not responding? Was it not responding, or was it not responding the way you wanted it to? No, it was not responding. Plus the way I wanted it to.
Type shit.
So I can remember a time where it was like, nigga, I tried to do a push-up, and that shit wasn't going. But now I'm at a place where I can do push-ups. I can do, you know, my sets again. Do I consider myself healed? No. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean that in a way of my mindset now is different going forward. So I recognize my mortality. I'm not just...
Look that bitch in the face.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not just alive and living. Like I wake up in the morning like, oh shit. And I was doing that before. I was waking up before thanking God for being able to take a breath. But now that breath means a whole lot more.
Nigga, like I'm so much more sensitive to God.
Nigga.
And I'm Mr. Nah, I ain't spiritual. I'm a, you know. God must have heard me say that or something, because he's like, we're gonna see.
I tell you,
listen, bro, I'll be ducking from God's voice. I'm like, oh, too much. What you trying to do to me, man? You know, like this, and I know a lot of people, especially a lot of people I'm around, you know, came up, you know, with different schools of thought, you know, it was with the 5%ers of the nation, stuff like that. And they, you know, all that shit is fake, whatever. Hey man, whatever. I know what the fuck I heard and saw. And I still believe what I was taught before. Mm-hmm. But like, man, One thing I'm happy about is I never hung my hat on others' experience. I never said God does this because they told me.
Right.
It never felt right coming from somebody else telling me how I should experience. I don't experience it like y'all. Y'all don't experience it like me. Or maybe we do, right? But I gotta know this for myself. I can't let you tell me it's God. I don't know. It's not even confirmation when you say it.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. I don't want to go down this path, but we can. I don't want to go off subject. We're talking about healing. So in my experience, God and the devil have the same voice. Like they sound the same. Difference is the devil suggests and God asks a question. This is in my own personal experience.
I like how your God gods right there. God be God.
My God be God. Now the reason that God and the devil sound the same is because they're coming from the same source, which is me. So God sounds the same and the devil sounds the same. But the way I tell them apart is the devil suggests shit. God will ask a question and lead me to can it out.
The question, the suggestion.
I want to kill this nigga. Okay.
But did you think about?
But would this solve the real issue? And then I gotta play it in my head. Okay, if I kill this nigga, my issue solved. God, no, not really. Okay.
You know how I get questions?
You know what? Yeah, I'm not gonna kill this nigga.
When I make a decision, you know, this is me making a decision before I actually do it, right? And if it's stupid, sometimes even if it ain't stupid, because even if it's a good thing, you want to know what you're walking into.
Yeah.
But this is literally, I'll be hearing it like this. So I'll make a decision. I'm pistol with this nigga. And then what? Like the song. What's this? God funny, bro. Bro. Then what?
Sarcastic as hell too.
One time I yelled out in the middle of the aisle, I am gonna stack my flow. What you mean? I'm gonna stack some more. They like, what is he talking about, y'all? Y'all, let me. I'm speaking in tongues right now.
You know,
don't worry.
Y'all need to catch up.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to ask yourself, and then what?
Yeah, I think the question of healing, I think some questions are supposed to be rhetorical. They're not meant to be answered. They're not meant to have an answer. So like earlier, when you said earlier about what's your worth? Like some questions aren't necessarily meant to be answered. And that's why my answer was, well, shit, you're going to have to just put in the work and see. Like, that's the answer. I don't know what else to tell you. I got this, that. No. You got to put in the work to see for yourself, because the last person probably saw me as a diamond in the rough. You might see me as something to throw away. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on you putting in the work to see for yourself, your perspective. And it's the same thing with healing. I think healing is supposed to make you think more about other shit that needs to be healed. So right now, yeah, got the heart situation. That's closed up and stuff. But now I'm thinking about my mortality. Now I'm thinking about childhood situations. Now I'm thinking about, my kids moving forward. Man. So now I'm starting to consider other things. So when you ask me, am I healed? To me, all of that's part of this journey.
You know what I got heavy on during my journey towards, like, lately? Legacy. I never talk like that. Because to me it sound like a multi-level marketing recruiting talk. Right.
That's how it's
legacy.
That's how it's marketed.
Legacy. Yeah, it sounds like a buzzword. But legacy, man. But I'm gonna leave my kid. But I'm gonna leave my son. If I meet a woman and we'll be together forever for the rest of our lives, and she got kids, but I'm gonna leave them because these are now my responsibilities. My family. Like, I really want to leave legacy. I want us to build, the adults especially. I want us to build legacy. That's what I really want my legacy to be. That I inspired my family to build something for our generations. You know what I'm saying? My family, not just my blood family. Whoever loved me and I love them.
Well, they say the best legacy a man can leave his seed is a good name. Now,
My father
on the
definitely left me a good
surface,
name.
on the surface, that sounds very bullshitty in today's society because you ain't leaving your kid 3 businesses, a house with 3-car garage, and cars to go in it, and all this shit. Like, you're not leaving them much. Truth of the matter is, all of that shit goes to waste. All of it. But your relationships, what you've done on this earth as a person, the doors that you've opened, the people you've opened them for, the part that you've played in people's lives, the energy that you've left, the energy that you've lived with, those are the things that's going to push the world forward. Everybody who's come in contact with you is better for that contact. You get what I'm saying? So your legacy is the fact that everybody that has met you can say, this nigga poured into my life. This person steered me in the right direction. This person always showed me love. This person always showed me respect. This person was, even though we didn't really hang out like that, I was able to admire them from afar. And I watched their work ethic. I watched them build. I watched them connect. I watched them open doors for people. The example of a human being, or the type of human being you can be on this planet, is a legacy. Shit, it's people you ain't never met, ain't got no ties to, but have inspired the fuck out you in your life. What actor, what sports person, what historical figure, what political figure, what religious figure has inspired you to just be shit? What cartoon character, what movie, what's your favorite movie character that's inspired you to be the best? Luke Skywalker probably inspired you to be the best fucking person you could be in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we all play a part in each other's lives. That's your legacy. You're only here for a short time. Your legacy is going to be, how did you touch the people that came within your sphere? What fingerprints did you leave around the planet? What footprints did you leave around the planet? What lessons can somebody come up behind you after walking through your footprints and say, oh shit, at this part of the journey, he learned this. I see this. What things did you put in motion? Everybody ain't gonna have a blessing to be able to put things in motion, where their name is gonna be on a building for the next 30, 40, 50 years. Everybody may not have a highway named after them or a street named after them. Most people, most of the dopest people in the world, you ain't never gonna know because they were just dope people to the people in their life.
That was their universe.
They were the savior of the people in their lives. These niggas changed worlds through the people that they had in their lives. That's their legacy. Everybody ain't gonna be a Martin Luther King or Malcolm X.
They don't need to be.
Don't need to be. But if you just acknowledge the life that you have and try to live that, and try to be happy and grateful in that, and try to spread some life in that shit, it may open up doors for you to touch other lives.
Like I damn near think, like I was thinking about this before in the church. Like I damn near feel like the pastor, if the pastor is the most impactful person in the church to the congregants, not popular, impactful. The pastor either don't got no help, or he or she is chasing something. Because your ministers should be deployed to really deal with the people, so you can manage bigger things. You know what I mean? Because that's a lot on a pastor or an imam or whoever's running whatever house of worship. It's a lot to be impactful for all those people to try it. You run yourself ragged, and a lot of them are neglecting their wives and their families by trying to tend to the church like that.
True. You definitely need a crew to help you manage the people, but I don't think you're going to remove. I don't think you're going to remove the attraction that comes with being the leader or pastor.
Yeah, that's why I said.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to always be the selling face of,
and that's why I mentioned
of that church.
And that's why I mentioned the most impact. That's why I mentioned that I was talking about the most impactful, not the most popular. My pastor is the most popular in my church, and he's very impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, we got a smaller church, like 80 people. But you know, right now, the most impactful person to me is a cat named Cedric. Man, he just damn near venerates me when he see me walking in there, and he's kind, and we've crossed paths in a certain way, and we was able to talk about it. And he loved me. He just showed me. I don't know how I feel really deep down inside, but he showed me love. He came at the drop of a dime. He put my AC in. He came at the drop of a dime. This is all from the church. You know what I'm saying? And the brothers, they calling me, hey, man, you got your AC. We know you can't carry it upstairs. You better not carry it upstairs. They more impactful than the pastor is right now.
So again, back to
the pastor's popular, and the pastor don't need to be that kind of impactful when we got the soldiers.
The pastor could be impactful on a level that he's impactful at because he's the pastor.
He's impactful on a micro level.
Yes.
Macro. But that micro level is so important.
Those are the hands and the feet that reach out. You know what I'm saying? The pastor gives the word, is offers leadership. The main figure on Sunday. Right.
It's the pastor's job to me to be aware.
Yes.
So we can send out the soldiers.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
But to your point on legacy, what dude is doing is part of his legacy. If he died today, that would be what you remember him for. He probably don't know. He probably just, hey, what's up, brother MONIX? Good to see you, brother. He just being him. You know what I'm saying? He probably a lot nicer to people that he, you know, like really closer to.
Yeah, leaving that reputational legacy ain't even for you, it's for you. So he left behind.
He don't even have to, right? He don't have to treat you that way. But again, he treats you in a way that is impactful to you.
It's like, just know you put your family in a good light just now. Because even right now, just for him doing that, if he needed something, I can help him.
So
immediately,
him being who he is not only shines a good light on him, it also shines a good light on his family. You don't even know his family.
I'm already willing to help.
But he clearly shines a
just
good
love
light.
and honor, yeah.
But he clearly shines a good light on wherever he comes from. Even if,
and this is even before, I felt this way even before the AC.
So I'm saying, so even if where he comes from ain't like him, he still is representing more than just himself.
Like when they called me and told me he was coming, I was happy it was him.
So again, legacy don't have to be quote unquote the pastor level. Your legacy is just about who's in your sphere that you can touch and whether or not you're going to be willing to touch them or not. You know, and how you touch them is up to you to figure out.
Type shit.
Because everybody ain't going to be touched the same way. You're not going to be able to affect everybody the same way. Or you will be. Maybe you're a comedian. You're funny as shit. You bring a lot of laughter into a lot of people's lives. That's the way everybody fuck with you.
Yeah, for sure. But we're going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I don't know if Freaky Food for Thought is coming up or not, but we're definitely going to give him the space, man. Appreciate my boy, my big brother, D. Smith, sliding through.
Why you call me big brother?
Nope. I'm 6 years older than him. You like years to change.
Damn.
About 45, right?
46.
3 years. 2 years is some change.
2 years is some change. Okay. Yeah.
Big bro. You the oldest.
Whatever.
By far.
Whatever.
You the oldest shop member.
I am the oldest.
Senior citizen.
I am. How old than that? Not that younger than me.
30-something.
30-something. Oh. Cypher 30-something too, ain't he?
Huh?
Cypher 30-something too, ain't he? It's Snoop's 30-something.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how old Candace. I don't know how old Candace came in.
Oh.
But I don't think she's 40 yet.
Those guys. Oh, shout out to the juniors.
Shout out to the juniors. These are the babies. All right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening. I got a few text messages saying it was a great show. They love our topics. Keisha Cash, them all this, the gang.
Shout out to Keisha Cash.
Talking about Fly Boy Cultures. That's right. We're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna play my young boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start giving these young boys some more love, man. PBE Mexico, man, what it ain't say. Look, PBE Purple Mexico. Heart 2.
PBE, dude. PBE
Purple. Matter of fact, Wednesday, I never said this out loud. I'm gonna put a flyer up tomorrow. Wednesday, if it's still, I'm gonna reconfirm it with them. PBE Mexico and his dad supposed to come to the 9/11 show. So I started back doing the 9/11 show on Wednesdays.
Shoptalk Uncut.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Marley's back, so I thought I started back. Watch who's here and just see if it makes sense long term. But so they're gonna slide to that, and I'm gonna play whatever joints you want me to play, and I'm gonna build a topic.
Yeah, PBE Mexico.
I'm gonna build a topic out of each out of some of the lyrics in the songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But these I want him and Tay-Ro to do a song together.
PBE is he dope, man. His pops is dope as hell too.
Oh
man.
my God, I love his pops, bro.
Shout out to him, man. They're good people.
It's a good solid man. It's a good solid man right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about father, son.
Shout out Jay Hollins, man, on Facebook.
Yeah, shout out to Jay Hollins, man.
You know what I'm talking about? But all right, we're gonna get to it, man. Shoptalk 7, man. We love y'all. We up top where we get down. PBE Mexico. It ain't safe. Let's get it.
One live from where it ain't safe, where we embrace hate and niggas do interviews trying to save face. When niggas kill, make sure we aim straight, cause if we don't, the nigga we miss gon' make sure we meet that same fate. Sometimes you gotta whoop a nigga when you feel a urge. I'm trying to move without the noise, but how they supposed to learn? Trying to turn a corner, but how the fuck I'm supposed to turn? It's niggas around me that just wanna see the city burn. Smoking real dude when I'm ash and I ash it in the urn. Blood to call me Peter Griffin, he know the purge the word. Who trap line jumping, we could go church for church. High school I was selling candy, but I was serving nerds. Always wanting more, I'm trying to get to the socket. Get it off no matter what, my nigga. Profit is profit. The hairs couldn't hit it twice. I got to trying to re-rock it. And they came back turned like the knobs on the faucet. I had nights ended with my socks red, no Boston. Hoes wanna jerk me like Caribbean sausage. I ain't start winning till I understood what a loss is. When I say pushing weight, I don't mean like I do CrossFit. Talking bread, that's got a detox for your spin, so it looks tax bombs for fair. That's how you duck max in the fairs. I could say fuck rap and go spin. It ain't like I got no kids, but I got niggas fighting M's. Rest of us stuck in this trend, this shit can't happen overnight. And their body won't make the end, but before peace, you gotta war. And to win wars, you gotta sin. Purple hearts to all my soldiers, let it lost, we squeeze for them. No army fatigues, just Nike tech ski masks here.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Ben One, and you're rocking out right now with My Radio Chicago.
Are you ready to take your sound to the next level? Critical Diverse Production Studios welcomes you, the ultimate hub for artists and creators. Book your slot on the Booksy app or call 219-750-9418. Looking for top-tier recording and engineering? High-quality mixing